I don't know, guys. Um, so ever since I read the kit for Anakin, I was pretty excited. Clone Trooper meta, 501st meta, that's something I've been championing for a very, very long time. So when I got the news that General Skywalker was coming out and this was likely going to become a new meta team, I was over the moon. I was super excited. I could not wait. And then things kind of started to go downhill. We got the requirements here for the Epic event, and honestly, for the most part, it's not too bad. I mean, the requirements are definitely higher than the Malik event. That was to be a little bit expected since we've had a bit of a power creep since then. But while I was going through it, I mean, when I was reading this in the description, this totally reads like a journey event, like something you get for Jedi Knight Revan or Darth Revan. I mean, you look at all the different phases you have here. You're fighting up in space. You're fighting as General Grievous with your Galactic Republic, and then you finally get General Skywalker. You do this one-on-one battle with supposedly is with against Asajj, and then you finally fight General Skywalker and his 501st clones with Asajj and a bunch of Separatist droids. This sounds like a journey event, so of course the thought is, obviously, he's going to be a 7-star unlock. This is going to be awesome. We're going to have this rush to get him up to Relic 7. He's going to destroy things. He's going to be the new meta. And at this point, I was like, okay, yeah, these requirements are steep, but I was of the mindset that this was a 7-star unlock. So I was okay with these requirements and what they're going with. And then the data mine hit, and then we got General Skywalker within the game. And that's when things really took a turn for the worse. If you go and look at General Skywalker and his unlock, he's a 5-star unlock. That was the first clue that not everything was going to go according to plan here, because both Revans were journey unlocks and they're 330 shard unlocks. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, he's a 5-star unlock. Well, that's interesting. And then the data mine hit over on the SWGOH event server. And as they put all this stuff in here, the big thing at the very end dropped. We are only getting 150 shards of General Skywalker through this event. So we're going to get him to 5 stars. And then I believe somewhere in one of the data mines, there's something where, yeah, here it is. Once again, you've proven yourself against even my best efforts. Now that you've activated General Skywalker, you'll find additional shards available in the Guild Event store so you can bring him up to maximum power. I mean, look, we had this with Malik already. Totally understand that. But when you go and look at the power requirements, all the different things you have to use, and you look at this event, I mean, this is a very, very steep cost to just get a 5-star unlock. And then it's going to take pretty much anybody who has no guild event tokens. Like, I've got 8k hoarded because I had a feeling that I was going to need to start hoarding that guild event tokens. I'm glad I hoarded it instead of spending right away. Yeah, it's going to take 4 to 5 months for anyone who doesn't have any guild event tokens to get General Anakin to 5 stars. By the time those 5 months are up, we'll be well into the new year, and I am pretty sure by that point, we will have some sort of meta from Episode 9 already here. So most players who do unlock General Skywalker won't be able to really get him up to that full power in time to enjoy his meta. I don't get it. Honestly, I've been a whirlwind of emotions today. I apologize. I'm not trying to sound whiny. I just needed to get this off my chest. And earlier today, I had actually told some officers in my guild that I was done with Galaxy of Heroes. I was quitting. A couple of them talked me down from it. They told me, just wait and see how things are going to go. It's not that bad. Honestly, for me, I don't care. It's not about the fact that it's going to take me 5 months to unlock or to get him up to 7 stars. My problem is that I'm having to spend all this, I have to invest this much in these characters, and I believe the data mine even shows that the recommended relic level is relic level 3 for these characters for a 5-star unlock. I'm sure that you don't have to have a relic 3. probably just Gear 12 plus will be able to get by. Most of my Separatist droids are Gear 12 plus, and you know what? I'm sure I'll figure out a way to make it work, but it's the fact that I'm having to invest in, they're recommending I invest in relics to just unlock this character at 5 stars. I mean, that is such an absurd investment just to get this character, who I won't be able to take up to Gear 13 or start gearing up relics on him for 5 months down the road. That's what blows my mind here. And that is just what I can't get around with this. This is what I'm having problems understanding, is why this is going on. And, I mean, call me crazy, I have a feeling this was originally supposed to be a journey event. Like I said before, it feels like a journey event. It reads like a journey event. Yeah, all the stuff that you're doing to get General Skywalker, it feels like some sort of journey event. So, my question is, did they change this into a 5-star unlock to make people spend guild event tokens? If that is, I'm sure that someone out there knows. You don't have to tell me, I don't really care. If that's what happened, if that's what they did, and they changed them from a 7-star unlock to a 5-star unlock and put in this guild event tokens, yeah, CG, you can go screw yourself if that's what really happened. If that's not what happened, okay, fine. But if you guys decide to do that, yeah, not going to say things because I would like to not get in trouble. But, yeah, that, and honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know how much longer I have in Galaxy of Heroes. This was really kind of the breaking point for me. This is, this, I think, is this is what's finally caused me to realize that what's the point of investing in this game anymore? If I'm going to have to invest in these characters and these ships and everything this much, just get a 5-star unlock, what's the point? I mean, I was talking to several people in SeaWorld today. There's a bunch of people who've really spent a lot of money on this game. This has pushed them to go free to play. They're not giving money to CG anymore. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter, because then you're going to find crazy things like this. Let me pull it up for you guys. Pull up profile. This got posted earlier today in SeaWorld. Someone got matched up in their Grand Arena, and the person who got matched, the person in SeaWorld's on the left. The person they're fighting against is on the right. This is probably a year-old player. This guy is a kraken of krakens. Calling him a whale would do him no justice. Look at this. Only 22 Zeta, so you know he's a relatively new player. 861 6-dot mods. 95 Gear 13 characters. 43 relics with 8 at Tier 7. This is what's going on. This is why CG is letting things go. This is what we've gotten to. This is why Galaxy Heroes is not going away anytime soon, because we have new players like this who are dropping, I'd say this guy has probably dropped 30 to 40,000 at least in this game to get these kind of stats. Yeah, this guy is spending hundreds of dollars a day, and he's getting this. This is why Galaxy Heroes is going to be fine. This is why it's not going anywhere, because we have things like this that are keeping things going. And you know what, I'm not trying to shame anybody, but we just have to be realistic and acknowledge that as long as we have things like this going on, as long as we have people spending this much on the game, they're not going to change anything. So, oh, God. Okay. It's just, I think if I wasn't so, like, invested in my clones and so excited to see this, I probably wouldn't care this much. I have to acknowledge that. And really, the one thing that's been going through my mind all day is, like, this feels like a monkey's paw situation. If you don't know what a monkey's paw situation is, I believe it's a story from, I want to say Edgar Allan Poe. It's probably not Edgar Allan Poe. Someone, you know what, actually, let's just go ahead and Google it. Monkey's paw is a term where someone gets a wish, someone gets their wish granted, but they pay such a terrible price for it. Let me see. Why'd I even think Edgar Allan Poe? It's from W.W. Jacobs. Pretty much, it's where whoever owns this thing called the monkey's paw, they get their wish granted, but with that wish being granted, they have to pay this terrible price in the process. And this is what I feel like is going on here for me, is that I've so dearly wanted this Clone Trooper meta, and, you know, I'm finally happy to see it, but the price for it is just so bad. And I think that has been kind of clouding my judgment anyways. Um, I mean, as it stands right now, I'm going to stick with Galaxy Heroes, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind. I'd already done a little announcement on Twitter last night, and this has been kind of building up back since in August where I got suspended for the month. This has been something I've been working on behind the scenes since then. I've been exploring other games out there, mobile games, PC games. I actually have this beast of a PC now where I'm going to be trying other games. I mean, I've gotten to the point where Galaxy Heroes just isn't cutting it for me anymore. There's one mobile game that I'm playing now. It's like Galaxy Heroes, but in a Warcraft kind of setting. So it's actually been pretty fun. Really enjoying it. A couple other Galaxy Heroes YouTubers are trying it out, and so far they really like it too. So starting next week, maybe even starting this weekend, if I feel like not covering Galaxy Heroes anymore or bothering with this General Skywalker event, I'll start diving into that game. Right now, I just kind of wanted to get this off my chest and just talk about this because, yeah, I know there's a lot of people upset about this. I can't really blame them for being upset about this. I'm not too pleased. This guy's going to be fun to play. There's no doubt about that. And I can't wait till everybody in my arena shard has him unlocked, and it's just General Skywalker mirror matches everywhere, where the fastest Rex is pretty much going to win. So, yeah. At the end of the day, guys, yeah, I've got to make up my mind on what I want to do with Galaxy Heroes. I'm pretty close to just walking away and calling it quits, and just not looking back. And this is not the first time I've done this either. I did it with Marvel Strike Force. I started covering it for a couple of months after it came out, and then it hit a point where their greed just kind of like, I got turned off to what they were doing with how much like pay to win they were getting, and I just walked away. Walked away from Marvel Strike Force. Haven't gone back. I mean, they have Coulson and Ghost Rider, which just came out in the game, and like in the back of my mind, I'm like, the back of my mind is just saying, you can go back, you can start playing that game again, but I know just how bad that game can be for like a pay to win perspective. So I really don't want to go back there because I don't want to support that game. I don't want to support what they're doing. And I think I have to make that same call here with Galaxy Heroes. I think I still need to think of it. I need a couple of days to think on it for sure. But that other mobile game I'm talking about, it's called Dragon Champions. You guys may have heard me talk about, some other people talking about it. I'll be talking about for sure next week. I'll try to figure out what things are going on from there. I know I'm probably going to lose a bunch of subscribers from this because I said that I'm really questioning my coverage of Galaxy Heroes. Totally understand that. I was expecting that from the beginning when I started talk about quitting Galaxy Heroes. So I'll figure that all out here very soon. Again, sorry guys. I know this is just kind of me ranting. Just kind of getting this off my chest and just talking about this. Sorry guys if you guys were expecting something a little more entertaining. This was just for me to rant a little bit.